We all love to spoil our cats, don't we? A little treat here and there to show them how much we care, especially after a successful trick or a good behavior. But what if I told you that giving your cat too many treats, especially without the right approach, could lead to more problems than just extra weight? In fact, if you're not careful, giving your cat treats can easily turn into a habit that could develop into obsession. And once that obsession sets in, it can cause behavioral issues, weight gain, and a serious disruption in your cat's overall health. You might be wondering, how can something as simple as giving my cat a treat become a problem? Well, like many things in life, balance is key. Treats are meant to be a special, occasional reward, not a daily routine or a way to deal with boredom. If treats become too frequent or too heavily relied upon, your cat can begin to expect them, crave them, and even demand them. This can result in some undesirable behaviors, like begging, jumping on counters, or even showing signs of food obsession. So, how do you give your cat treats without crossing that line? Let's talk about the approach that will help you keep your cat happy and healthy, while making sure treats stay a positive reinforcement rather than something that leads to obsession. It all starts with understanding the balance between treats and a regular, nutritious diet. The first thing to keep in mind is that treats should never replace regular meals. While it's easy to fall into the trap of giving your cat treats whenever they beg or show affection, it's important to ensure that treats are only a small part of their daily food intake. Experts recommend that treats should account for no more than 10% of your cat's daily calorie intake. That means the bulk of their calories should still come from a balanced, high-quality cat food. Think of treats as a way to reward good behavior or reinforce training, not as a constant source of entertainment or love. When your cat starts associating treats with every interaction, they may begin to see them as a regular expectation. For instance, if you consistently give treats when your cat sits on your lap or purrs at you, they will quickly learn to associate affection with food, and that bond can lead to obsessive behavior. One of the best ways to control how often you give treats is by using them purposefully, as a tool for training or reinforcing desirable behaviors. This helps build a positive association between good actions and rewards. When you give treats for things like sitting on command, using the litter box properly, or responding to their name, your cat learns to associate their good behavior with a special reward. This makes the treat a valuable incentive and doesn't turn it into a daily expectation. To avoid creating an obsession with treats, you should control the environment in which treats are given. Cats can be quite persistent, and they'll quickly learn if they're getting rewarded for certain behaviors. Let's say your cat jumps up on the counter, and you give them a treat to get him down. This might work temporarily, but it teaches them that jumping on the counter leads to something good. Instead of reinforcing this habit with treats, you should use the opportunity to redirect their attention or behavior. Offering treats for negative behaviors like begging or counter surfing can make these behaviors more frequent and harder to stop. If you're finding that your cat is becoming more demanding or obsessed with treats, you can try introducing interactive play as an alternative to food rewards. Cats love to hunt and chase, and providing them with toys that mimic prey, like feather wands or laser pointers, can give them the stimulation they need. Engaging your cat in active playtime will tire them out, keep them mentally stimulated, and redirect their attention away from food. Plus, it provides them with more physical and mental enrichment, which is just as rewarding for them as a treat. Sometimes, though, it's tempting to just give in to those big eyes or persistent paw taps. But when that happens, it's important to set clear boundaries. Be consistent in how you give treats, and make sure your cat understands when it's appropriate to get one. If your cat is constantly begging or pestering you for treats, it might be time to start setting limits. For example, only give treats at designated times of the day, such as after a training session or at the end of playtime. This way, your cat learns that treats aren't a random occurrence, but a special event tied to specific behaviors or activities. Another helpful approach is to use puzzle feeders or treat dispensing toys. These interactive toys give your cat a challenge to work for their food, keeping them occupied and mentally engaged. It also prevents them from eating treats too quickly, which can lead to digestive issues like bloating or even obesity. These toys make treats more of a reward, as your cat needs to use their brain to figure out how to get them. This kind of enrichment is great because it stimulates your cat's natural instincts and makes them feel accomplished when they get the treat. But even with all the best intentions, there's a chance that your cat might start to become more demanding with treats. It's important to watch for the signs of treat obsession and take steps to manage the behavior before it gets out of hand. Some cats will beg relentlessly for treats, pawing at your legs or jumping onto countertops. Others might become more aggressive or vocal when they see the treat container. If you notice these signs, it may be time to cut back on the treats and focus on other forms of positive reinforcement. Offer treats less frequently and ensure they're given in moderation, so they don't become the center of your cat's attention. Another way to keep your cat's treat habit healthy is by choosing the right treats. Not all cat treats are created equal. Some are loaded with unnecessary fillers, artificial flavors, or excessive fats. While treats should be enjoyed in moderation, it's essential to choose those that are made with high-quality ingredients. Look for treats that contain real meat, fish, or poultry as the first ingredient and avoid treats with artificial additives or preservatives. It's also important to choose treats that are appropriate for your cat's age, health, and dietary needs. For example, senior cats may require treats that are lower in calories and easier to digest, while active cats may benefit from treats that support joint health or weight management. Hydration also plays a key role in keeping your cat's treat habit in check. Many cats are naturally poor drinkers, and some may even go so far as to avoid their water bowl entirely. If your cat is filling up on treats but not drinking enough water, they could be at risk of dehydration, which can lead to urinary tract issues or kidney problems. Make sure that your cat has access to clean, fresh water at all times, and try incorporating wet food into their diet to help with hydration. In some cases, using a water fountain can encourage your cat to drink more since they tend to be attracted to flowing water. Staying hydrated will ensure your cat doesn't substitute their water intake with excess treats, and it'll help maintain their overall health. It's also essential to monitor your cat's weight regularly to ensure they're not gaining too much. Obesity in cats is a growing problem, and it's closely linked to excessive treat consumption. Cats that are overweight are more likely to develop health problems like diabetes, arthritis, and heart disease. If you notice that your cat is gaining weight, it's important to adjust their diet and treat intake accordingly. You can try measuring out your cat's daily food intake and making sure that treats are given in small, controlled portions. Your vet can help you determine the best feeding plan for your cat based on their age, activity level, and health status. Ultimately, the goal is to ensure that your cat enjoys their treats in a way that enhances their well-being rather than causing harm. Treats should never become the main focus of their diet or their behavior. They should be a fun, positive addition to your cat's routine that reinforces good behavior and provides a small reward for all their hard work. As long as you keep their treat intake balanced and use treats responsibly, you can prevent obsession and help your cat maintain a healthy, happy lifestyle. If you found these tips helpful and want more advice on keeping your cat healthy and happy, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more tips, tricks, and insights into cat care. Your cat deserves the best, and with a little attention and the right balance, you can give them a treat-filled life without the risks of obsession.